The ace remains in the chase, and other things occurred as well. Some good and some, whoo boy! I'm John Rankin with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 32 Night 5 event. A blocker, B blocker, C blocker, and she wants the D blocker action. One day that joke will get old to me. Actually, it's already gotten old, but whatever. I'm just going to keep pounding the joke into the dirt. You thought I was going to be dirty-minded. Aha! You're correct. Anyway, Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton on commentary, and boy, there were a few things I didn't enjoy on this show, but a couple of those block matches, fucking goddamn tremendous. We start off with the House of Torture taking on Goto, Yano, and Yoshihashi. Great. House of Torture and Yoshihashi in the same goddamn match. Sign me the fuck up for goddamn NyQuil. Oh, wait, no. Chase Owens is on a little bit later. He's the human equivalent of NyQuil. Okay, Happy Yano is back, and Yano palms Dick from behind at one point, and then we get a low blow and a roll-up on Dick 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's your lot. Tom Lawler and Royce Isaacs from Team Filthy taking on Kenta and Chase Owens. I love Kenta's theme. I love Tom Lawler's theme. Why is Chase Owens on my television screen? I have no fucking idea. He's so goddamn boring, and he's not very good. Oh, he can do the moves. So could a trained chimpanzee, and actually trained chimpanzees at least have some personality, unlike Chase Owens. So, I also want to see Chase go 0-6 in all honesty. At one point, god damn it, Chris Charlton mentioned about Tom Lawler taking on Lance Archer on Tuesday. And the Tuesday review will be up sometime in the afternoon, by the way. And he mentioned about, Denim, the Gene one, the king of shorts. That was good. And I'm ashamed that I laughed at it, but it was so goddamn good. God, puns are just great. Royce gets some spots in. I would be down to see Lawler taking on Kenta. If it was Jerry Lawler and Kenta, he just had to hit one go to sleep, and we had the second Lawler going to sleep. Anyway, package pile driver, and that was it. There you go. Royce Isaacs was the one that's not in the G1, took the pin. And Jonah and Bad Dude Tito took on Shingo and Bushi. Bushi took the pin after a bit of action. It wasn't bad. Wasn't memorable. Shingo versus Jonah would be interesting. And the United Empire. Ospreay, Hanare, and Okan taking on Archer, ZSJ, and Taka. There was a lot of shouting and not a lot of stuff beyond Archer and Okan battling each other. And then Taka got tapped out to Ultima. Also, Ospreay trying to play Peacekeeper. That was fucking hilarious. Him not trying to stoke the fires and not trying to insert himself in somewhere where he doesn't belong. So anyway, Okada, Davido, Finlay, and Tamatonga taking on Jay White, Juice, and Gato. 10 minutes later, a gun stun pinned Gato. There you go. That's all I gotta say about that. ELP taking on Yujiro. She wants the D block of action. Hey, he tried to pimp Peter out and then, or Peter, or however the hell you say it. Peter tried to pimp you out there, man. Boy, that was terrible. There's an image. Peter with, but said in Joe's voice. You will not be able to unhear it. You're welcome. So yeah, he tried to pimp her out because he is the Tokyo Pimps, as it were. And El Phantasmo was like, yeah, sure, okay. And then obviously was going to cheat. And this went way too long. Look, Yujiro can work. He has no business being competitive with people like this. He is a guy that is there to be in six-mans, get the occasional pin, but getting any wins in the G1, getting anything prominent as far as any possible singles push, no. ELP, it picked up a little bit later. ELP did feign an injury. And maybe he actually might have, gotten a little bit from very, very slow, blow, nefarious means, but he does his sudden death shows there. Oh, boy. But not the wrench. He lies and cheats and steals with the wrench. He's like, oh, no, Yujiro hit me. And then he hits a dick punch, sudden death, dive. It's a dive on show to knock whatever personality he had left out of his system, about 5% of it. And then Thunder Kiss 86, 1, 2, 3. There you go. ELP wins. ELP might actually end up being on my favorite wrestlers of the year list. Despite his antics, the guy has had a fucking tremendous 2022. He's even had a really good, last half of 2021. And then we have Taichi with Miho Abe. My goodness. Goodness me. Could you imagine if Taichi came over to a U.S. show? If he brought her over, he'd be the most over person on the goddamn card. Almost every guy or every girl that had a girlfriend or whatever would just say, Miho. They would just be focused on Miho. Could you blame them? Anyway, so Taichi took on Sonata. And it's B blocker action. This was good. This was good stuff. This was the one block match, or one of two block matches is actually pretty good. Motivated Taichi is a dangerous Taichi, and they did have a peck off at one point because both are in good enough shape to be able to pop their pecs, do that stuff. And Taichi kept going for the throat. Furious Miho Abe noises. And then no selling by both. Near falls. We got one that was very delayed. Could have maybe timed that a little bit better. We did get skull end. The moonsault, the knees got up, and it looked like Taichi might get the victory. Went for the Gato clutch after going for the eyes. Ow, my eyes. I'm not supposed to get Taichi in it. But then the bridge pin, 1, 2, 3. Sonata gets the victory. Good. Good stuff. And then Bad Luck Fale versus Jeff Cobb. A block. My goodness, this was excruciating. And I understand why they have to formulate Fale matches like this, but he can't go anymore. Cobb did end up hitting a big suplex to a pop and hit a big tour of the islands. The fact he could hold up that much weight, I mean, then again, Cobb is just a natural moose of an athlete. Strong as fuck human being. But good lord, that's still like trying to pick up a goddamn beanbag couch times 20. 1, 2, 3. Cobb gains victory. Thank fuck. Why did Fale get a count out victory? I have no idea. Tanahashi and Naito. Whose knees will hold up? Whose knees will last? Place your bets right now, folks. Tanahashi's actually end up holding up. Both can still work. They both have iron wills. Of course, Tanahashi has the ironest of wills, but goddamn. We got pose mocking, the LIJ pose, and then others. There was some good psychology as far as like working the knees and working the body parts, and Naito was a bit more heelish. 3 twists and shouts later, and then 3 sling blades. And then we got Ace high, but the high fly flow, no, it misses. Naito goes for a roll up, goes for Valentia, keeps roaring back, but then most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling, the surprise roll up 1, 2, 3, and there you go. And by point totals, Naito is pretty much out because he hasn't gotten a victory in 2 G1 matches. Means the best he can do is 8 because there's only 6 per person because of the spread out blocks, but shorter match number, I guess. Whatever. That was English, wasn't it? So yeah, it certainly wasn't bad, but it wasn't really memorable. I will say, as far as next weekend shows, and I will provide an update on the shows later this week. The 30th and 31st will probably be in one video. Sunday afternoon or evening, just depends because SummerSlam is next Saturday. But anyway, not a bad show, but nothing really to write home about where I'm like, wow, I'm really glad, I really got to put that on my favorite matches list. But there were a couple good block matches. Agree, disagree what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Recklin. I'll see you soon.